How to find a very specific type of a SaaS client for your digital marketing agency. Guys, this video is very special because I'm going into very advanced stuff while actually doing the work for my client. So I realized I'll be super bored while I'm doing it on my own. So I decided I can share this with you so that you can also learn and understand how this more advanced stuff works. So in this case, I'm an SEO link building agency. Yeah, so that's what my client does. If you have a different type of digital marketing agency, that's totally fine. I'll show you exactly how to pinpoint your SaaS clients, potential SaaS clients, even if they have a very tight mm, ideal customer profile, very tight ICP. And that's actually better because that makes it so much easier for you to get on their radar and make the sale and so on and so forth. There's just so many advantages to having a very tight ICP. So this is what I'm going to show you in this video. Before I move on, I'd really appreciate if you pay attention to this video and show me some love, if whenever it's possible. A like, a comment, subscription would be amazing. Now, here I am in my LinkedIn profile about to start searching for for those SaaS companies for my digital marketing agency. You might think, okay, he is going to go to LinkedIn Sales Navigator and he's going to do all this search there and find those decision makers and so on and so forth. This is far from truth. Yeah. And instead, I'm actually going to use Google search instead of LinkedIn search. Yeah. I'm doing this because Google is actually a lot better when it comes to finding very tight customers, very tight profiles. I mean, finding your ideal target audience. It's much better because the type of the search that LinkedIn has inside it, it's not ideal. It's not perfect. And I'm actually going to illustrate it to you now in a moment after I show you the ICP, the type of clients you need to search today. So this is what it looks like. So there must be a SaaS company operating human resources, have 30 or more people working in it. And that's our way of saying that they have a specific type of revenue. And they also need to have a blog with a decent amount of pages, and they shouldn't be based in India because these guys have their own capacity and we do not need to help them out. So why do I want to use Google search for this instead of using LinkedIn Sales Navigator? Well, I'm going to show you real quick. So here I'm going to Sales Navigator, and basically, no matter who I search for, leads or accounts, basically people or companies, you will see the same thing. It only allows you to search for the headcount. It will give you like ranges. Yeah, self-employed 1 to 10, 11 to 50, 51 to 200. And when it comes to our digital marketing agency kind of niche, we know that there's a big difference between, having a company with like 12 people, 13 people, and a company with 30 people. There's a big difference. However, LinkedIn doesn't see it that way, and it basically puts all those companies inside one bucket. And to me, it doesn't really work that well. Okay. So, and I'm going to show you how you can find a very specific, have a highly specific amount of employees, when you're searching for your ideal customers. So now back to my ICP, and I'm going to use advanced search operators for this one. And if you have any background in SEO, or you're just an advanced Google searcher, you will know what this is. So this is the advanced search operators I'm using. So this is the search operator, like this entire search. I'm going to throw it inside Google and wait for it to give me the results. So basically here, and I'm just going to drive you through this thing real quick. So basically I'm telling Google that for this specific query, I only want to get results from linkedin.com. More than that, I want to results contain this thing /company slash in the URL, because this is the way LinkedIn company pages are structured. They all have company in them. And then I also tell LinkedIn that I want to have all of these results to have those results that only contain human resources. So this human resources must be placed inside, must be used inside the company profile, and one of the following keywords here: tool, software, SaaS, or platform. Yeah, because I would imagine that SaaS folks would mention at least one of these things on their page. And then I'm also including 30 employees. Yeah, so this is the exact number that I need, instead of giving a range, just like LinkedIn Sales Navigator is offering us. And then I'm also taking out India here, so there's a minus sign in India. So any company profile that includes India will be out of the will not be included in the results. So let's quickly check it out. So copy, and then I'm going to here. Oh, by the way, quick note about your search. So I'm located in Buenos Aires, Argentina. So if I was to use this search, what I created right now, to search for companies off LinkedIn, it will actually give me more local results. It means I will start seeing companies from Argentina, companies from Colombia, companies from Peru, whatever, like all this kind of neighboring countries, because I am right now located physically in Argentina. So instead of using the search term right away, like you'd have to search for something, then you go to this gear icon, yeah, go to view, see all settings, whatever, go other settings, language and region, and then you have to switch it to the country that you wish to get the most results from. So in my case, it's United States. Okay. So once you switch it, you go back and use the search term again, and you will have more local results. So in this case, I'm seeing that I have 6,800 results, which is very, very decent number. So now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to copy all of these results here. And I want to show you something real quick. So like I'm going to, well, first let's check out the result. Actually, I want to show you how this stuff works. So in this case, you can see that it's 30 employees. So this is exactly what we mentioned. And then they're probably mentioning it here somewhere. Show all details. You know, when we start like looking into human, there's actually no mention of human resources here. Sometimes, in this case, it's software development. So sometimes what happens is that they might have changed the description of the company. Somehow that is possible, and Google hasn't visited this page just yet. Okay, that can also happen, and you will see this discrepancy also happens when you have, like, some of these companies will have 28 or 29 employees or 31. That means that they've gotten somebody new, or they've gotten rid of somebody, or the person just left, and the number of employees is different to what we mentioned at the start. Yeah, but that only happens because Google didn't have the time to kind of revisit the page once again and change the whatever it had in its memory previously. Okay, so it takes a while for Google to kind of revisit the small pages and re-index the stuff that's contained here. So, which is okay, but in this case, let's so it's got 30 employees. It's located in Illinois, Westchester. It seems that they say that there's software development, which is a valid category for SaaS companies. Sometimes they do mention this, yeah, because you never know how this SaaS person will see themselves. Are they more in like human resource, or are they software development? And funny is that they mention that their company size is 51 to 200 employees. However, we can only see 30 on LinkedIn. And that's the cool part about this search, because if we picked LinkedIn's internal, this feature that we saw in Sales Navigator here, we picked 11 to 50, we wouldn't even see this company, because they have like 51 to 200 employees, but 30 on LinkedIn. So I'd assume that our way of searching for us is much, much better. Now, how am I thinking goes, right? So I'm an SEO link building agency in this specific example. So before I know that this is the right type of a client, I need to verify a few points. So I still need to check their website and make sure that they're a SaaS company. And it's very, very easy to see in this specific case because SaaS companies typically, like 98% times of 98% like times they have this pricing and or book a demo, some form like schedule a demo, whatever, listed right there in the menu. So we know this is a SaaS company right away, even though they said software development. Okay, so we know this for sure. Now I need to verify that this specific website has the amount of pages that I need for my, and you might not need to do this yet, so it's very, very specific. That's why I mentioned it at the start. We need to verify that they actually have the right amount of pages so that they actually post something in their blog for our services to make any sense. So I go here, and again, I'm using this advanced search operator, and I'm clicking it here. Okay. And I can see that I've got 357 results, which is wonderful. Yeah, because I know that they're actually producing quite a lot of content. I can quickly look through it, but I might not even bother because I know that there's a substantial amount of content here, which means that they're more likely to be attracted by my services. So now I can actually go back to their homepage and make a note of this. This is a legit website. This is my entire process. Now, I obviously want to speed things up a little bit. And once I'm inside, so now I'm back to this original search, the seed search. And I want to show you something that also creates errors once you're processing large amounts of data. So see this site, Mihi, and I'm going to click on it, and I'm actually going to get this bad request. So what's wrong with it? The problem is that it has this, and that's the way LinkedIn kind of works. It has this like subdomain in dot. I presume it's like more the like almost like based in India. So we are going to get rid of this and going to hit the search button again. And there we go. So we have this Mihi kind of then loaded up. So you need to take, every time you have this bad request, you need to take out this whatever's in front there. And sometimes it's like CA dot US dot whatever dot there is. Yeah. However, yeah, again, posting this here and taking out these two letters and the dot is very time consuming. So we need to, yeah, going back. Yeah, so we need to kind of look through all of these pages real quick and make sure that we check out their websites as well to make sure they fit our ICP completely. However, we'll get all these errors, like UK will get an error most likely. Yeah, see, there we go. So what do? There is a cool extension called SERP Snippet Extractor by getindex.io. So what this then does, once you click it, it basically copies, and in my case, I've got 50 results. I highly recommend you use like something like 50. It's to set this up, you need to go to quick settings, and then it's probably here somewhere as well. Other settings. Yeah, it's like it changed a little bit, so I wouldn't be able to tell, but it's inside here somewhere, or maybe it's tools anytime. No, it's like it should be inside their gate icon. It's not rocket science. You'll probably find it. So once you've got all these results copied, you go to your spreadsheet here and you click the insert basically button. And what I really love about this is that you can take this out. I like keeping this search query here in place so that I know the search query that I use to get these results. Okay. Then you can take out everything that has nothing to do with what you need and basically just leave the URL. Okay, so you got the search query and the URL, and you can clean out, oh my god, that was horrible, and you can clean out the rest. Okay, delete. So now, so you've got this query and you've got this URL, and you can see that you've got all of these like little things here, like IN, UK, AU, so they're not going to load. So what you do here is you copy all of these guys, and then you go to orangefox.com/cleaner. You paste them in here. You can also, by the way, you can also remove duplicate. You can remove any duplicates, because sometimes LinkedIn can spit out the same companies. It doesn't happen often, yeah, but it doesn't. It can happen, especially once you start going, over larger volumes. Okay, and then you basically hit remove HTTP variations. And I just want you to pay attention. So we've got like two examples here: Mihi Software and Crocodile HR with IN and UK. So I'm going to click remove remove HTTP variations. So now all these HTTP variations have disappeared. So now you can either copy all of these and paste them back into your thingy here. And I'm actually curious. Let's see if we can do this now, because right now all we need to do is actually look through these companies. So I'm going to do something now, and I'm going to explain you then afterwards. Okay, it actually doesn't work. Let me try. So once you removed your HTTP variations, you can actually put them back, add HTTP, and let's see if that works actually, because if it doesn't, it's even, no, it works perfect. So yeah, so once you've taken out those HTTP variations, you need to put them back. However, the way the tool works, it takes out all that CA, UK, IN, whatever subdomains, and once you hit back, HTTP just adds the clean version. Okay, so now you copy all of these, you go to your original file, and you paste them in here. Now, as I said, I need to look through these URLs and open up those websites and make sure that I'm actually going, that they actually fit my ICP. And this stuff is like, of course, it's the most time consuming. So the moment you kind of understand how it's done yourself, you can train your VA, somebody who will do this like all the time, because of course it takes a lot of time and effort. So you've got this copied, and then you open up another window. I recommend a separate window, and then you use a Chrome extension called copy URLs to clipboard, and then you click paste. So now you click in them in here, and then all these tabs are opening up and loading up without any issue. Sometimes, like once you do it a few more times, you will start seeing the what's that called? The captcha thing popping up. So that's natural, happens. So now I'm just going to click learn more about this specific company, and I can see that they've got this pricing thing here, book a demo, like see demo. I'm going to keep them in, okay? And next, what I'm going to do is that I'm going to go check out the next one. Well, we checked out this before, it's a fit. We're going to check out Mihi. Okay, it's not loading for me here. Going to go to Crocodile HR. It's pricing again, free 14-day trial. Perfect. That is a SaaS company. Visit website. Okay, this one is in Spanish. Yeah, it seems like it's more like a software development company. So I'm going to close them here. And there's this cool leaf. So I'm going to open up a few examples so that we're on the same page. Try cool leaf. Yeah, so that's definitely a SaaS. Okay, access denied. I cannot use this guy. Visit website. Okay, that is a SaaS as well, even though it doesn't look like. Keep going. Okay, this one doesn't load, so I close it. Financial well-being, I checked it out before. Yeah, it's a good website, a SaaS. Timo. Based on the name, you can tell. It's, oh my God, that's complicated. Doesn't look like a SaaS. Yeah, software developers. No, it's not a fit. Lanhu, whatever, Beijing. Yeah, the way it's located in China, I would probably not take it. Yeah, it's not even loading, so we'll take it out. And this Mickey didn't load as well, so I don't know why, but I'm going to close it now. So now I've got this selection of different URLs and specific LinkedIn pages. Yeah, so I really want to, as I said previously, I want to be able to assess the blogs of these companies, so I can do this one by one. It doesn't really take much time, so you can do it one by one. And I'm going to show you an alternative method in a moment. So they've got 44, which is, yeah, it's not really good, like in this case. And I'm just going through these, not really good. Again, I'm doing it here. 357, yeah, I can definitely take these guys. Now Crocodile, 642, definitely a good website. So I'm going to click it like this. And Cool Leaf, let's see what they got. Sometimes there's this tracking parameter as well, so I'm just taking this all out. So I wanted the main results, 490 results. That's a keeper for sure. And then there's this Go Vista. I don't think so. Let's see. Yeah, it's no, definitely no. And then learnlux.com, 319 results. That's a keeper. So now basically I need to what I can do right now is that I know that these websites, Brandgility, Crocodile, whatever, that they're a good fit for the stuff that I need to do. So these are the only websites that I will keep. Yeah, so now I can go back here and, like, again, my process right now is not very optimized because, as I said, I'll be doing this live, but I will probably see if there is any way I can make sure that I'm checking out these pages maybe separately, so that I know if I close them previously, that I can close the relevant LinkedIn pages as well at the same time. So it's not a so I'm not like, I closed this one, I kept Learn Lux. Yeah, I kept Learn Lux for sure. Then I've got Cool Leaf that I kept Crocodile Hunter, Brandgility, I kept it, and then I took out the Tricompa. Yeah, so I took that out. So now I've got these four, so I can actually close these now. Yeah, so I've got these four companies from my initial batch that I checked out that are definitely a keeper. So what I'm doing now is that I'm copying these URLs here, okay? And now I'm going into this specific, and I can actually, mark this batch so I know that I've seen them all. And I'm going to make the note here, call these like clean URLs. So I've got 4 here, okay? And then I would obviously do the same thing with all the others. Yeah, I go one by one, but I know that these 4, they fit my ICP really well. What do I do now? How do I find the decision makers? So let's check this out, because maybe we can actually find the decision makers here, and it'll be pretty easy. So we can go to people, and again, I recommend you need to have like a LinkedIn Sales Navigator subscription for this, and maybe even not just the core version but the advanced version, because if this then right now is not going to work well, we definitely need the advanced version. And you can see that there's like a bunch of like co-founder and Learn Lux. So he's definitely our guy. So I can quickly click on him here, and I get the access to his profile right away. And I can actually connect to him. And if he's posting something, in this case, he's not posting much. So I can just reach out, connect to him. Maybe I can mention something that is personal about him, something that maybe, like he shares us a story about every day people would come in and ask about everything from their phone, whatever. So, or I can search for something personal about this guy from the website, like in the About Me section, About Us section, whatever. The idea is to kind of get their attention. There must be a hook to connect with them. And then, so I connect with them, I start this whole like genuine social selling approach that I use for helping my clients to acquire clients for themselves. get those amazing dream clients, because anything that is like high value takes some time to develop. So you need to be ready for this. That's pretty much the idea. Now, suppose that this stuff, like with people, suppose that it doesn't work that well. What do? I recommend, and this is when the LinkedIn Sales Navigator advanced version comes in handy. I recommend doing the following. Right now, you've got this list of URLs. So these are the clean URLs. We just found them. And there's this like name here. So what I'm doing right now, what I'm about to do is that I'm going to download the CSV, this file, and upload it to LinkedIn Sales Navigator Advanced. And the reason why I can do this is because I'm actually LinkedIn Sales Navigator Advanced allows this to be done. It is so powerful because you can keep things very, very organized. So the way to do this is I'm going to download the CSV, and then I'm going to go into my LinkedIn Sales Navigator. I'm going to go to accounts right here, and I'm going to click add accounts, and then I'm going to upload from CSV. This is really advanced stuff, guys, because a core LinkedIn Sales Navigator doesn't have this feature. Now I'm going to click the CSV, pick the CSV that I found, and I'm going to pick account name, which is name. I need these two fields, account name and LinkedIn company URL in this case. I'm going to click URL. Then I'm going to click continue. And here, of course, I would like call it something decent. Yeah. And here I would typically include, like the search result that I found for these guys, like page 1, 50 results for this specific keyword. Okay. So now when I check out this account list in a week or two, I don't need to guess what the hell did I do a week ago, because I will forget, and so will you. Okay. So make sure you have this list titled something. Then I'm going to click finish. And now I'm going to give LinkedIn a couple of moments to put itself together and find all these accounts. By the way, this takes no time, in about like 3 seconds. 2, 1. There we go. It's very, very quick because we're giving LinkedIn what it knows about, which is its URLs. Okay. And once this is finished, I'm going to click the results. Let's see if reloading this helps. So once this is over, I'm going to click on these results and go to the go to those results to find the decision makers of these companies one by one. And it's a little bit slow here. So this is actually the first time I'm seeing this being so slow, because typically it just finds the results in a bunch of seconds, and I have them right here available right from the start. Let's give it like another few seconds, and then I'll show you how it's done. Okay, now we got some results here. It's weird because LinkedIn, typically everything is super quick, and it seems maybe there is some technical thing they got going on. I uploaded a few more versions of this file, but anyway, I got one, which is enough for an example. So once it's done uploading, you will see the number of accounts LinkedIn finds, and it should be identical to the amount of URLs that you uploaded to it, because it's kind of logical, because you take them from LinkedIn from the start. Anyway, so the new file I uploaded had only 2 of the URLs, not 4. So that's why the number is 2 here. So once that's uploaded, you click on the account name, and you will actually see all the accounts here. So this is the list of the companies. Now, what you need to do next is actually click View in Search. Okay. And now on the right, you will have all the companies which are within your list that you uploaded. They will be right here. And If you wish to make any sort of other changes, like, if you only want to have to work with the companies located in these like in this area, for example, or have a certain annual revenue provided by LinkedIn, you can further do these things. I'm not going to do anything because I already am pretty certain that these companies fit my ICP really well, my ideal customer profile. So now I only need to find the decision makers. Yeah, and to do that, you click select all, and then I'm going to click view current employees, and I'm going to hold the control button for this. So it opens up a separate tab for me. If I had 25, like you can have here in one single page, you can have up to 25 companies. So you'd only have maximum of 25 companies selected at once. However, if you have more than 25 in the total list, you would click view current employees, and then while holding the control button to open the separate tab for yourself, and then go to the page 2 and then repeat the process. The reason you do this is because if you don't follow this specific way of opening up profiles on LinkedIn and doing this using the method that I'm about to show you, it will kind of kill all the filters. Yeah, so you don't really want to mess things up here. So you want to go one by one. Okay, now that I open this first page, I've got 2 companies selected here, and I can see the amount of people that work in both of these companies, which is 60. And so if I had more the companies here, I would obviously have more of them here as well. So I would need to exclude all the companies. So in this case, it's just one. Exclude all the companies one by one, except for the first one, because I want to work companies one by one. Yeah, so I want to see the people that they work in there one by one. So I'm going to see all filters, click that button, and now I'm seeing all the people that work in brandagility. So now I need the decision maker. So how to find a decision maker? Go to the current job title. Is that true? Not really, because the way LinkedIn works is that it's like, say if you picked somebody who's CEO, like LinkedIn will show you everybody who is CEO, not just in brandagility. Let's actually try that. I'm curious. So maybe I can illustrate it really well. No, in this case, it's only like he's probably the only CEO in the list. But say if you picked up some marketing guy or whatever, like LinkedIn will actually show you everybody who is the marketing guy who listed that they're a marketing guy, not just in brandagility. Like here, for example, see this managing director? He's listing Elateral as his as the main company. LinkedIn is showing us that, and we don't want that to happen. Like he's got Elateral, one company that he is the managing director in, yeah, and brandagility is also in the list. Yeah, so to avoid this mess, we only want to get this, the top decision makers from brandagility. And to do this is that you go to seniority level. And as I said, at this stage, at this size of the company, you'll probably be speaking to owners directly, or maximum to C-level guys. Okay. If you are targeting bigger companies, then you'll probably even include like seniors in there as well. Yeah, because if you want like a head of a department or something, then that would be the right guy for you. So in this case, I've got like owner, partner, and then I got the C-level guys. So in this case, oh, I hate this. So sometimes it happens, you have to reload the page for this glitch to disappear. So now I've got like, I can see CFO, CTO, advisor to the CEO, board member. So I really want to, like, in this case, the CEO is our main guy. Okay, so I really want to have this guy added to my profile. Can I add anybody else? Let's see. I'm going to type in senior here as well. And given that I'm selling SEO service, maybe I want to speak to somebody who deals with marketing. So I'm going to type in marketing here. And in this case, I'll have like CTO to be probably the marketing guy as well. So advisor to the CEO. Okay, so in this case, it seems like CEO is only our best pick, but typically I can even pick 1 or 2 or even 3 people per company, because it's so much easier to get in front of them. It only takes one to start talking about you, and if you're already connected to the rest, it makes it so much easier. So I highly recommend you add more than one person wherever it's possible. Now, how do you add the connection? So And you can of course click these three dots and click the connect button, but what ends up happening is that you will discover yourself being inside a shadow LinkedIn, which is LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Like it's almost like the back end, the insider world of free LinkedIn. So what happens is that you will send them a connection request, and once they approve, if they approve, you will be their connection, but inside Sales Navigator. It means once you cancel LinkedIn Sales Navigator, you kind of lose that connection. And in order to reconnect with them, you have to reach out to them once again using your free standard LinkedIn account. To avoid that from happening and to avoid all these other things get messed up, because if you connect to them here, you will start getting messages. If you start sending the messages and start responding, you will actually see these messages here. And this is the separate inbox that LinkedIn Sales Navigator has. It has nothing to do with the standard LinkedIn inbox. And that really is annoying. But anyway, it's like LinkedIn's way of kind of keeping people inside LinkedIn Sales Navigator. Okay, maybe. But in order to avoid this from the start, I recommend you reach out to them on LinkedIn directly. So to do this, you click their name, get this little sidebar menu on the right popping up. And here you'll have these three dots. You click on them and then you click view LinkedIn profile. And I'm holding Control/Command button to open it in a separate tab here. And here we go. And this is their standard LinkedIn account. So now all you need to do is find a way to connect with them and get the conversation going. And if I open it up in there, like I'll just show you real quick what the Sales Navigator thing looks like. So you can see it's like a profile, but it's not LinkedIn, it's the Sales Navigator profile. So there is some difference here. So that's pretty much it. That's how you find very tight, very like ICP. And as you can see, like these are all potential clients. This is not like, oh, we'll reach out to 100 different clients and then some of them will fit our ICP. No, this is a very, very tedious, as you can see, process with several layers of verification of finding those ideal tight, ideal customer profiles in SaaS industry, yeah, for a digital marketing agency. So I hope this video has been of help, guys. This one's powerful one, so I hope it's been of help. It took me some time to record this, but I hope you find it very useful. It serves you well. Share some love, likes, comments, questions, all welcome. Reach out to me on LinkedIn if you need some help with sales, B2B sales, and helping you set up that thing correctly. And I'll see you in the next video. In the meantime.